through. We could see levels of the atmosphere, but a lot of it not reaching the ground. And of course, you can see as we look off to the east, we've got some clear skies. Augusta 39 right now in Fargo. Grand Forks, we're looking at temperatures there, very warm, 73 currently. It's gusting to 40 miles per hour in Grand Forks, and sunrise will be happening at 7:27, so a little over a half hour from now. And here's a look at that radar and satellite map. I mentioned a little bit of green. You can see that in the northern valley there. Most of us just seeing some clouds passing by, and in many areas we'll end up with mostly sunny skies here once that sun comes up. So out at the bus stop, it's windy. That's the bottom line for kids. And heading home from school, it's going to be on the windy side too. Temperatures will be fluctuating as that front moves through and that colder air takes over. We're talking wind speeds in the teens and 20s, but gusts getting into the 40s to 50 miles per hour today. So again, won't be in the entire valley all day long, but the potential's there for those gusts until they ease up later tonight. And then we're cooling down. Notice our temperatures for the week. No 80s like we saw this weekend. And in fact, Friday morning, look at that low. Upper 30s for Fargo. The potential for some frost, especially Thursday night and into Friday. So more typical language we're using for the forecast for fall here as we are making that transition in perfect timing heading into October tomorrow.
Yeah, we are sending out September with a bang, huh?
We sure are. That wind is going to be a little rough today, especially this morning on those east-west roads. If you drive a high-profile vehicle, you're going to be gripping that steering wheel a little bit with that south wind.
For sure. Wow. Thank you for the updates this morning, Lisa. Well, as we know, October starts tomorrow, so we are welcoming in spooky season, and I hope all of you ghouls and goblins are ready for this one. Lunatique Boutique is hosting the first ever annual Haunted Downtown Fargo tour. That's where we find the Valley Today's Tatum Miller live this morning in downtown Fargo, taking us through some eerie alleys and some chilling history. Hi, Tatum. Good morning.
Good morning, Ashlyn. We are feeling the chills already here. I'm here with Bill, who's just one half of Bill and Amy's multiple personalities, and they are our wonderful guides on the Haunted Downtown Fargo tour. Now, good morning, Bill.
Good morning.
It's quite windy, so bear with us, but we're at just one of the stops on the tour. Where are we right now?
Right now we're at the Ivers Building. This building was built in 1929 by E.F. Moore as both a mortuary and apartment complex.
Oh, all right.
Life and death all in one stop.
Absolutely. You like it so much, you're never going to want to leave.
Exactly.
So tell me a little bit about the haunting experience here.
Okay, well, I've had several friends that have lived here. I visited them, obviously, because of that. The most often stories that I would hear would be have their cupboard doors opening in the kitchen, doors opening and shutting on their own. One friend had a closet door that wouldn't open, so he asked if they would allow him to open it, and it just opened on its own.
Stop it.
Yes.
Giving me the heebie-jeebies.
And that's just a minor one. The big one that we share on the tour, and I don't want to give a lot away on this one, is apartment 300. Now, the people that lived there, their children were actually in A Christmas Carol with me at the Fargo-Moorhead Community Theater.
Oh.
So they were playing the little urchins underneath the cloak of The Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come. But they lived here for a while, and they experienced their cats staring off into space and yowling, doors opening and closing, the cupboards opening and closing, their front door, which had triple lock on it, opening and closing on a regular basis in the middle of the night.
Oh my goodness.
And then one incident that they actually shared on Coast to Coast, they waited to tell me that one until we were at the premiere of Beetlejuice, and that one is quite interesting. It's a very moving story. It's not scary so much, but when you have a traveling ghost that follows you to work.
Oh.
Yes.
Let's
and
hope
you
I
have
didn't
a conversation
bring
with
any
them.
to Valley News Live now. I'm getting the heebie-jeebies already, but this is just one stop on the tour. It's a 2-hour walking tour. Do you have a favorite building?
I have several favorite buildings. I probably would say the story behind this one is one of the most endearing to me. One of the most horrific stories is over at the Prescott. It involves the murder of Marie Wick, who was murdered tragically when she was 18 in June 6th, 1921. And it's a very horrific story. Her spirit still lives on. There was accusations of who actually murdered her versus who actually did murder her, but it was never fully resolved due to circumstantial evidence.
So she's not too happy. We won't get too much into that. Thank you so much, Bill, for sharing this little piece of history.
Oh, sure.
We're going to check in with you guys one more time. I'm Tatum Miller for Valley News Live. Back to you, Ashlyn.
I was ready to cancel the rest of the newscast and just sit here and listen to all of those tales. I love that. Thank you so much for the live update this morning, Tatum. And you have to sign up for the tours. We have all of that information posted to our website. Visit us at valleynewslive.com for more information. All right, well, this is a pretty happy-go-lucky story up next. A trio of regular golfers may have discovered the fountain of youth. They've created a 90s club, and the three are sharing their secrets to staying young. Jody Kurzman catching up with them on the green.
Once a week, you'll find Albert Weber here on the links at Linton's Country Club. Albert golfs because he can't sit still.
If I have to sit around, that's boring.
At age 94, Albert is part of a senior men's league.
It's fun.
Joe Glazer is the senior member of this senior league. Joe is 95.
Perfect. There you go.
He picked up his first set of golf clubs in the mid-1950s.
This was my idea of a good time, I guess.
Nearly 70 years later, this is still Joe's idea of a good time. He loves the fresh air, the exercise, and the friends.
We got a great bunch of guys here.
Guys like Al Dosh. Al is the young guy in this 90s club.
I'm 91.
Al's been golfing since the mid-1980s.
Nice shot. Some days I wonder why, but it's been fun. It's been many, many good years.
As the years go by,
Looking good.
and as their ages go up, so do their handicaps.
Gets a little higher every year, but no, we're having fun. It's a fun time.
And at their ages, these guys know moments like this are a gift.
We're very blessed that we're able to do that.
Aw, and as the oldest in the senior league, Joe made up a few new rules. One of them, when you turn 90 years old, you get to hit 2 balls off the first tee, and then you get to play the best of those 2 shots. Makes sense to me. All right, before we let you go, a heads up for drivers in Fargo beginning today. North Broadway will close to traffic from 35th Avenue North to 37th Avenue North. The closure expected to last 28 days as crews work to construct permanent flood protection along the northeast side of the city's regional water reclamation facility. That closure originally planned to start on September 3rd, but that project was delayed due to a delay in delivery of building supplies. Prince fans now have a chance to stay in the Minneapolis house featured in his cult classic film Purple Rain, 40 years after its big release. Starting Wednesday, potential guests can request a one-night stay through Airbnb for up to 4 people at $7 per person. It's a nod to his favorite number. Lucky guests can go crazy in a closet filled with the music legend's iconic outfits, a spa, and a lounge with musical instruments. The Today Show on CBS Morning's just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. More live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up right now on the Fargo CW. I'll be there. Change the channel if you want to hang out. In the meantime, have a nice day if you're heading out the door.